Meal I eat. I visited this restaurant last week. I was very disappointed with the professionalism, the service and most of all, the food. When you enter the hot pepper pot, you are greeted by a short man, who is also short of good manners. We were a group of 10, but this man led us to a small table. When we asked for a bigger table, there were 2, he said they were booked. Nobody else came to this restaurant while we were there. We were squeezed onto a small table while larger tables stayed empty. The short man returned with the menus, which were dirty and torn. He practically threw them at us. We had to order our food and drinks separately, for no good reason. The food came almost immediately, suspicious. But by the time the drinks were served, we had finished eating. The food itself was awful. Way too spicy. The chicken wings were greasy and nothing but gristle. The aloo gobi was cold and the potatoes were rock solid, hard enough to break your teeth on. My best friend had tandoori chicken for his main course and it was burnt. The chapatis were tiny and very expensive. Every time we asked about our drinks, the waitress kept saying they were on their way, but nothing arrived. Finally, when the bill arrived, there was a 10% service charge added but the service was non-existent. We decided not to pay it. We left, feeling most unhappy. To cap it all, the short man chased us down the street, he can run fast. Asking for the missing 10%. Do not go to this restaurant, it is the worst restaurant ever. Say if the statements are true or false and correct the false ones. 1. The reviewer has given his real name. 2. He scored the restaurant 2 stars. 3. He reviewed a restaurant in Manchester. 4. A short man is the greeter at this restaurant. 5. Robodobo 23 went with 9 other people. 6. The menus were in a good condition. 7. The drinks didn't turn up until they had finished their dinner. 8. The chapatis were small and cost a lot. 9. The waitress brought the drinks immediately. 10. The food was quite acceptable. 11. They refused to pay the service charge. 12. They were chased down the street by the short man. Answer the following questions in full sentences. A. When did this visit take place? B. How did the reviewer feel about the experience? C. What was the issue about being seated at table? D. What was wrong with the menus? E. How was the food? F. When were the drinks served? G. Why did they refuse to pay the service charge?